All right, everyone, how about 3 quick cards and a bottom card with me? It's a perfect day to do it. We got Jupiter going retrograde today, and we have the 1010 portal energy, which is, you know, it's one of those things, yeah, it's not around the 1010. It is that sort of thing, but it's happening now. You know, everything's all happening at once anyway. That being said, Pluto direct coming up. This is an interesting pre-shuffle. Okay, this might be very specific, but I highly doubt it in its own way, because it sort of summarizes the soulmate cycle a little bit. Anyway, here on the surface energy, why we're here, 3 quick cards and a bottom card, right? You know it's going to be like 400 with something like this. I got the Page of Swords crossed by the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. All right, it's become very difficult for somebody to watch you, to spy on you, to think about you, to keep you around, any of that, to be around you, shall we say. We could put it that way, because that could apply to spying and all that kind of stuff too. It's become very difficult for them to deal with. So, who? Well, it's the Emperor. It's divine masculine energy. So, they're going to walk away. That's what the card says. That's what the energy coming off of it says. I'm just drawn to the person walking away. He wearing red, walking away. All right, it's just too hard. It's too hard to watch you. You're probably thriving. You're probably that Queen of Pentacles energy, whatever. I don't really believe this. I'm just going to tell you that. Why? Because they get in their head. Once they walk away, they get in their head. And I think they might make an impulsive decision to turn around. The universe says it's possible. Nobody can predict free will. However, I can say that a masculine energy in the moment right now is taking a bit of a break. Okay, from, we'll call it spying, but spying can be thinking about you, dreaming about you, looking at your picture, around you, somebody who's got, you have a soul connection with that has a thing for you, and you work with them, and they have to be around you all day. So if somebody suddenly leaves work, right, where did what's his face go, or what's her face, right? I don't know. They just said they had to take a vacation. You know, that's it. You know, there's your clue as to who it is. For somebody, it's just hard for them to be around you. This can also be somebody you have a conflict with. I'm not trying to paint any roses and rainbow pictures. You can have soul connections with people you have conflicts with. In fact, that's more common than wanting to bang them, if I'm honest with you. All right? So, it could be. Well, if nothing else, they walk it away. My guess is they'll be back. The 5 of Wands says there's not a lot of, I mean, they're not even convincing themselves that they're walking away. You know, it'll be an impulsive action if they do come back, though. So if that person comes back to work, you'd be like, hey, I heard you went on vacation. You've been gone a day and a half. Where'd you go? Oh, they'll make up some story, you know, as to why they're back. I don't know. I'm just using that as an example. But I can dig this. This is hard. It's hard. And they're afraid to talk to you. I mean, I don't know if they're afraid to talk to you, but they've certainly held something back. Okay, so let's see. Let's do 3 cards and a bottom card. Let's see what's going on. It's interesting energy right now, to say the least. I'm having a field day studying it in my offline reads. You know, I'm going to need a new notebook pretty soon, I tell you. All right, here we go. It's getting crazy town. Let's see where we're at. 3 cards and a bottom card. Tomorrow I'm going to pull on Pluto direct in Capricorn. All right, let's go. Let's see where we're at. And that's going to be powerful. I'm going to need bacon for that one. All right, let's see. What do you want to tell me about that page? What do you want to tell me about the Pagey Emperor? Right? What's going on? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Oh, you did not bring, oh my God, you did not bring back the fucking pre-shuffle, did you? Why do I feel that the pre-shuffle, I know that wasn't part of the pre-shuffle, but I just feel like it did in some way. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, the 5 of Wands, it's all about what I said in my afterthought at the end. See, the universe does that to me. Yes, the universe says somebody's not walking away. They're just a little slow on the uptake. That's all. This person's a little slow on the emotional uptake. There's something that this person, whoever this is, there's someone that deals with things in a very practical way, and however they feel toward you, it's a very cuppy way. Okay? It's a very emotional way, and they just, you know, it's not what they're used to. This is like 10 swords in what they're used to, all right, is what this energy is saying. And it's crossing the 5 of Wands, and that's why they get in their head about it, all right? I see you actually make them very happy with justice. Might be somebody who needs to leave somebody to come towards you. That's possible. And then the deck wants to break at the Sun here. So, all right. So the energy right now is providing them, walking away is providing them with the clarity they need, whoever this is. All right. I got to pull here. I'm going to clarify with the witches. I ain't going to fucking, yeah. See, there's a chariot there, and I get that that's walking away, but I felt a stronger energy here to the reading, and there's the Ten of Wands, right? It's difficult to keep spying, that kind of thing. We had that in part of the pre-shuffle. Anytime you get a repeat card, you know, if you're trying to choose a deck to clarify with and you see a repeat card, that's a big deal. All right. Eight of Cups. I'm just going to pull on the Eight of Cups. I'm going to probably pull on all of these, but I'm doing a specific order for a reason. Okay. Eight of Cups. Why is it here? Who is this fucker? Who is this? Why are people like this? Why have people become so fucking pentacle on the Emperor's side? I mean, Emperors usually are, but not this bad. I mean, it's just got really bad with that. Oh, I feel something. Oh my God. I need to get away. I need to get away from you. You're too emotional. Okay. All right. Phew, man. All right, let's go. Let's go. Eight of Cups. It is emotional for them to be around you. I'm just going to phrase it that way. Even if this person's not around you. Even around you in the sense of thinking about you. Around your energy. Okay? It's hard for this person. It's become very difficult. Now, again, that can be because they get a big dick chakra for you, right? Pitch intense with the dick chakra, you know, metaphorically speaking. Or it could be because you have a conflict with this person. And like I said, when it comes to soul connections, everyone loves to look at, they're my soulmate. Oh, right? Everyone loves that side of it. Rom-coms certainly love it, those movies, right? Oh my God, Hugh Grant running through an airport after Sandra, what's-her-face. I mean, it's unreal. But it's more common to have a soul connection with somebody that you fucking despise. You think you despise, and you have just conflict after conflict. You come in contact with them, and it's conflict. Very much more common, actually. And those turn into some pretty good relationships. They can. Mine did. I'll tell you what, we started out with a lot of conflict. All right, let's go. Eight of Cups. I'm still shuffling, but I'm teaching while I'm shuffling, goddammit. People watch too many of them rom-com movies. Here we go. So, I mean, this might be somebody who's, I do feel a lot of love here. I just feel somebody who just can't stand to be around your energy anymore. And that can play out two different ways, and I'd be remiss if I didn't point that out. It's crossed by the King of Pentacles. Somebody thinks walking, look, see, where's he going? Where's the guy in the red shirt going who we know is the Emperor? Where's he going? He's going toward the Pentacle, which he feels more comfortable with. That's where, right? He thinks this is going to make them feel better. Oh, if I could just get home, right? Okay, right. Well, you know, if you're afraid to go to the dentist, I use this as an example because I hate the fucking dentist, but he's a very nice man, but if you're afraid to go to the dentist, but you go because you have a toothache and you're uncomfortable in the waiting room, right? So you're like, so you sneak out. You say, I'm going to put some change in the meter, and you sneak out and you go back home where you're more comfortable and sit there. That's fine. You're comfortable in that chair at home, but you still have a toothache and it's not getting fixed, right? This person got a dick chakra ache for you, okay, of some kind. We got a soulmate ache here, male or female, doesn't matter. We got a soulmate ache here. They need to stay where it's uncomfortable. Unfortunately, sometimes in life, we have to be uncomfortable, all right? It's just they think this is going to make them feel better. I don't think it is. I said I don't think it is. Somebody here making stupid decisions about you. About you. This is about you. This isn't one of those readings where it's, Five of Cups. It's not. You can go home if you want to, but you're not getting the tooth fixed. You're not getting the soulmate problem. The problem is those two cups are still standing, and you like that. She's staring right at those cups. You like that. Five of Cups. Somebody thinks this is going to make them feel better, and it's not. Can we just phrase it nice and simple like that? Okay. All right. Also, this is an energy that might feel like they are going to fuck things up with you if they say anything. It might be, you know, I like to make jokes and pick on them, but I'll go ahead and use my empathy side, right? Some of that empathy, that deep empathy that I have, and I'll say I feel bad for a few of you. I feel bad for this person because they have these feelings, and they just for some reason are convinced, probably from past experience informing them, that if they share the feelings, they're going to get egg on their face, and they're going to make a fool out of themselves. So they kind of live their life in this state of energy here, right? Well, It was always going to be that way. Well, you know, it's like that. It's like those people that say always a bridesmaid, never a bride. You know, they're just calling that energy in, right? You're just manifesting that. That's all. You know, that's all right. It is what it is. And don't show up as a bride. I've learned from some of the YouTube videos as I check out some of the influencers that I like to pick on just to make sure they deserve to be picked on. I have learned that you're not supposed to dress like the bride at a bride's wedding. And there are some bridesmaids that do that. That is fucking frightening. That is frighteningly stupid. Okay? Why do I say that? Because again, this person, something about this here, they might get this impulsive urge to go out of character, to show up as someone they're not. And I wish they were here so I could give them the advice. That's wrong too. You should be yourself. Always. You should be yourself. You should show up as who you are. Right? If you're a bridesmaid, you show up looking like a bridesmaid. If you're a bride, you show up looking like a bride. This person, if they're not good with the emotions, they should still talk to you that way. They should still share their emotions, share that vulnerability, instead of trying to pretend that there's something they're not. And that's part of the energy that's tied to this Knight of Wands. Why is the Five of Cups here? Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody coming up with some bright ideas. Somebody's afraid to jump in that water as well. It's what I said. It's my stopped energy in the witches. That's the emotional water. There he is holding the pentacle again, just like I've been talking about. They're afraid to get in that water. But he might. All right? He might still do it. I tied to this Knight of Wands is an impulsive action of jumping in the water. It's wrong to do that. It's always better to approach things as yourself. And if you're not good at sharing emotions and the other person kind of treats you poorly for that, well, that's on them, not on you, right? You're being authentic. It's fine. You don't want to start something pretending you're all lovey-dovey when really you're pentacle. You know, I mean, you just don't want to. Anyway, I'm just saying, somebody here, in a nutshell, somebody thinks walking away is going to make them feel better, and it's not. It isn't. They're afraid to get in that water, though. Something happened before. We may take this one layer deeper and clarify that Five of Cups a little further. Okay? The Knight of Wands. Now, they do get in their head the moment they walk away. I'm not going to bother clarifying the Five of Wands. I don't need to. For some of you, you may have a conflict with this person, but I've already mentioned that. I've already mentioned that's possible. Energy's always in layers. That's one of the energies there. The primary energy there is just them getting in their head as they walk away. Okay? So, that was the key part. The tail end of the pre-shuffle was the key part. It's the universe's way of saying Steve was right. Yeah. They're going to get their head about it. They're not going to feel better, and they're going to do something. Just like my dentist analogy. You're uncomfortable at the dentist's office. You're there because you have a toothache. You can go home where you're more comfortable, but the toothache ain't going to get fixed. And somebody's realizing that. Somebody may realize that. But the problem is you don't show up back at the dentist, you know, somebody pretending to be somebody you're not. You're better off letting the dentist know that you are afraid. Then they'll try to relax you and calm you down a little bit. You don't want to pretend that I'm a pro. I've been to the dentist 1,000,000 times. They know from looking at your records you ain't been there for 20 years. They're well aware, you know. So at the end of the day, somebody here might try to come in as a fake. But I want to know why this Five of Cups is here. Why do they feel like that? Anyway, Knight of Wands. So here they are coming towards you. All right, let's go. Knight of Wands, an impulsive action. Look at this. You're not even going to fucking believe this shit, right? It's crossed by the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I ain't fucking around. And look, there's the Magician. Just what I said. What did I say? Rewind. Why am I your second favorite? Everything I said is coming out in cards. That's why I throw the cards. I read the energy, then I throw the cards. Right? There you go. There's the transformation. Fake, right? Magician. Is he really pulling a rabbit out of the hat? No. I mean, he is physically. But did he magically make the rabbit appear? No. You know, it's there. I'm not going to give away the trick. And then the magic people will get mad at me. Don't tell them where the rabbit is. Okay. All right, I won't. Fine. It's up his ass, okay? At the end of the day, here, somebody's showing up. But they're not themselves. It's all smoke and mirrors. Right? That's just proving I'm right. Now let's go a little deeper. We'll go deeper on that. But let's go here. What's on top? Yeah, the Ten of Wands. There's the Ten of Wands again. There it is. Why are they coming in all fucking smoke and mirrors and impulsive and whatever? Right? I don't fucking know. It's a lot. It's because sometimes we think if we get away from someone, oh, I can't stand to be around them. I'm going to quit this job because I'm just going to use this as an example. I'm going to quit this job because I got a thing for the receptionist. I just can't take it anymore. So they quit the job and they go somewhere else. It doesn't make the thing they had for the person go away. But for some reason, they think it will. This is very common energy. This happens all the time. So that why are they coming in, smoke and mirrors? Because they can't stay away and they're afraid to open up emotionally. They're afraid because something happened last time where they opened up to these 3 cups and somebody kicked them over. Okay? That's it. What's going on here with the 10 of Wands? The Strength card. Being a bullshit artist can give you strength. It can. You can puff yourself up, make up a backstory about yourself, going back to the dentist. Oh, I'm an old pro. Used to go to the dentist all the time when I lived in the Philippines. That'll get you past my record check. Yeah, that's it. Used to go all the time in the Philippines. And then, here I am. You don't have to give me any painkiller or anything. I'm fine, right? Bullshit. This person is anything but fine. This is why they have to, the strength is fake, all right? It's totally fake. When somebody doesn't have the strength to stay away and they don't have the strength to stay around you. I want to know more about this. I think for a lot of you, this is love. I do. I'm going to throw the rom-com on it because I've got someone afraid to go in the emotional waters, and I've got the Queen of Cups here underneath this Magician as to why they feel the need to go back in the first place. If you're already gone, why are you going back, right? Well, they got a soulmate ache. And the only way to get it fixed is coming toward you. And there they go. They got an empty cup here. There's the most love I can pull from the deck, but the cup is empty and the water's way the fuck over there. So somebody coming to get it. It could also be a conflict that you have with somebody that you want somebody to open up and they're not opening up. And the problem is neither one of you is seeing the empathy, is feeling empathy for the other. Right? Neither one of you can, you're not relating on an emotional. It's 2 pentacle. And when you have a soul connection, that's why we have conflicts sometimes with soulmates. When you have a soul connection with somebody, it's a cup level. It's water energy. And what happens is if you relate too much on a pentacle type energy, an earthy type energy, something like that, or even a fire type energy, or even an air for that matter, but since a pentacle is here, we'll use that as an example, a lot of friction and tension builds up. All right? The way to fix it is to be emotional. Is to share how you feel. It only takes one person to get it started and it'll shut it down immediately. It'll activate the other person's water energy, right? Okay. Just saying. Happens all the time. All right. So, fine. We got that. I'm going to pull the Knight of Wands out because I don't need it again. I'm going to go a little... Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch decks. Fuck it. I know. 3 quick cards. And it's never quick. I don't do anything quick. I do things right. Okay? I do things right. That's what... Tell you what. All right, 5 of Cups. We don't do things quick. What's quick? What's that? It's a Nestle product. Strawberry chocolate milk kind of thing. That's about the only quick I do. All right, let's go. My favorite is the strawberry. Why is the... tell me more about the 5 of Cups. We used to live on that when I was a teenager at band rehearsals. We would have Munchos chips and strawberry quick and peanut M&Ms. That was our... Those were our snacks during, to be young again and be able to eat like that. Jesus Christ. I'd do that now and I'd be in the hospital. All right, let's go. 5 of Cups. Let's see where we're at. 5 of Cups. Some doctor out there watching going, it's because you ate like that you can't eat like that now. I know, motherfucker, I know. You don't have to tell me. I studied medicine too. I just didn't take the test. I didn't do the residency. I know all about this shit. I know I fucked myself. I'm aware. 5 of Cups. All right. But I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV. All right. 5 of Cups. Here we go. All right. I read all the books they read. I just never worked on a patient. That's 5 Judgment. I like to read. I read stuff. I know all kinds of stuff. I'm not an auto mechanic either, but I could rebuild a fucking car. I know everything they know. I just don't have the ASE certification. That's all. Judgment. It's crossing the 5 of Cups. Yeah, listen, this happens every time. This person thinks, whoever this person is, they think, whether it's somebody you have conflict with or someone that whatever, that you're in love with or they love you. they think that every time this is going to happen. Maybe they listen to "I've Been Cheated" too much. It's ringing in my head right now. Linda Ronstadt did a version of it, but it was originally an Everly Brothers song from the 50s. I've been cheated, been mistreated, when will I be loved? Right, when will I be loved, I think is the name of the song. Anyway, there's a line in the verse that talks about, you know, someone leaves and all that kind of stuff. It happens every time is one of the words and lines from the song. That's what this person believes. It happens every time. Every time I share a cup, they get knocked over. It happens every time. Somebody thinks that. And they think it, and not only think it, they feel it. So what happens is they manifest that energy around them. This is major arcana. So they're manifesting that over and over and over again. It's a bit, again, I don't joke about anything or say anything that isn't part of the energy. It ties back to when I said someone says to themselves, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. And they really feel that way. They're actually in this energy too, manifesting that. So you always will be. You're bringing in that, you're dialing yourself into that frequency, and that energy comes in. Like energy attracts like energy. Yep, you're always a bridesmaid. You always will be. As long as you keep believing that, there you go, right? So this person is really afraid to share feelings. So if you know who this is, okay, all you have to do is share feelings with them. That's it. Spill some water on them. That's all you have to do. And like the Wicked Witch of the West, they'll melt. Their little pentacle will melt. What's going on top? 10 pentacles. More pentacles, more pentacles. Their whole life is pentacles. And you're the only cup in it. Why is 10 pentacles here? 2 of Swords. They're very confused. They're very confused about their feelings for you. Whatever it is. If it's somebody you have conflict with, believe me, underneath it, they're confused about why they're even having conflict, because they really, really admire you. They really, really like you. There's really, really feelings there. You really, really have a soul connection with them. That's why. Okay? You really, really, really do. I mean, it's that simple. They're just confused by it. And they don't understand, because they thought life was this. And it's why they just can't stand to be around you anymore. Because I think what one of the main deal is, whether you have a conflict or whether it's love, you seem to them to be happier than them, to be doing better, to be thriving more. And yet, they see you as sort of living contrary to what they're used to. And this is a common theme on the DM side. Anytime you confront someone, especially in King of Wands, DM side type energy, anytime you confront someone with something that differs from their beliefs, if they're at all low vibration, their reaction is to get violent about it, or to get angry, or to run. One or the other. That's it. So that's all that's happening here. It's a low level, right? It's a low level runner. I don't think this is your original runner. I think this is another soul connection you have. Again, I think for a lot of you it is a love thing. You may not know this person has feelings. For some of you, because the energy is here, it is a conflict that you would know about. But this is pretty common. This is pretty common energy. I mean, I can try and give you a resolve on it. What should my viewer do? I think if you know who this is, you should just spill some water on them. You know, spill some emotion all over them. That's the cure. Especially because you definitely have a soul connection with this person. So one card and a crossing card, and we'll get out of here. What should my viewers do? What should my viewers do? Let's go. What? What? 6 of Wands, crossed by the 9 of Pentacles. Just be you. Just do you. This is independence. You want victory? If it's answering with the universe answering literally, if it could. Even though we call it a fickle old gal, it's not really a gal. It is kind of. But Steve, yeah. If your viewers want victory, they just got to be cool. Just keep setting the example. Keep being who you are. It's what I said earlier. This person's problem is they may show back up, but they're not authentic. They're pretending. The Knight of Wands with the Magician. And they pretend that you don't matter. And underneath that is the King of Swords. There's a deeper truth here. The truth is they love you with the King of Cups. Right? But they pretend they don't with the 4 of Cups. He wants nothing more than to bang Blondie. Loves her. Why is he sitting there looking at frogs with his arms crossed? Because this energy has a hard time with that. Look, we're going to run into that a lot. You're going to run in between now and the rest of your fucking life. You're going to run in to masculine, overly masculine energies, people who are out of balance, too much on the masculine side, who are just this kind of energy. The thing is, the secret that you now know to help prevent runners and help prevent a lot of stuff is if it's a soul connection, if you really want to test it, just pour some water on it. At that point, they get trapped in your spell. And most of the time, if it's a lighter connection, if it's a deep connection, they're going to run. But if it's a lighter connection, which generally speaking, you can have better relationships with. If it's a lighter connection, they won't. They'll open up back to you. They'll feel comfortable. Okay? You'll sort of cancel this self-imposed curse that they have of, oh, this happens every time. Every time I spill, so I just stick to my pinnacle life. But man, this person really, whoever this is, really likes you. You're setting some kind of example for them. Keep doing it. All right? If you want victory with this. Or take my advice and dump some water on them, one or the other. Yeah. Three of Pentacles underneath that, by the way, fueling that Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. It's fine. I mean, it is what it is. Show someone what it's like to be independent of Pentacles. Show someone what it's like to be a water spiller. Right? That's you. Most of my viewers are the DF side. You guys are big water spillers. Knock yourself out. Have fun. What's underneath that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, here you go. We were talking about it. I was talking about him. There he is, the King of Wands. He was there the whole time underneath the Judgment card. I was talking about King of Wands energies, which is what the DM side often shows up. It is what it is. So, yeah, somebody definitely is walking away. You may feel their energy leave. It's possible if you know who this is. Or you may physically see them leave. But, again, they'll be back. And right here, you've got the reason why they can't stand to watch you anymore, right? That's actually good. You know, it actually, your victory lives there. I'll tell you, it really does. Three of Wands and Justice. You do, again, showing somebody how you can be independent, how you can be on your own, how you can thrive. It just, again, it gives you the victory you want. These are three really great cards here. I went two more out. Three of Wands and Justice. Justice does tell me that some of you may end up either friends with this person or in a relationship with this person. It is possible. Either way, I would say with Justice here, they'll be back, and the black cat and the white cat will be having a conversation. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Just want to let you know in case you see someone vanish from your, social media or whatever, or from your energy. Well, that's why. All right, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Stay tuned tomorrow for Pluto direct in Capricorn for the last time. The last time it'll be in Capricorn until 2256. Oh my God, I can't wait. Can't wait for that year, right? All right, that's your reading. Good luck.